Wow. That was one hell of a finale. Greetings, geeks and geekeros. It is me. I am back for Black Lightning. Like I said in the beginning, that was one hell of a finale. A lot of crap happened. It was really good. Before I delve into the spoiler section though, I think maybe, I could be wrong, I'd have to go back and watch it, but I think we have a reverse of Season 1. Season 1 of Black Lightning, the finale was the worst episode of the season. It wasn't bad, but it was the worst episode of the season. This one, I think the finale was the best of the season. Oh boy, this... And there's a lot to talk about, so let's just dive into it. But before we do, spoiler warning, if you guys hadn't seen it, go watch it and then come back and tell me what you think in the comments down below. So, oh boy. I don't even think I can do what I usually do with Black Lightning and split it up into family members. So, I just gotta start and tell the plot and then pick up anything that I miss. So, we pick up where we last left off. Jen is overloading. Uncle Gamby shows up. Uncle Gamby shows up with the dampening gloves, but so does Lala. Lala basically points a gun at Gamby, says, "This is not right." Gamby says, "Everything's under control," and he's like, "No, they aren't." And Lala's just like, "Are you with Tobias?" Gamby's like, "God, no." Lala's like, "Okay, you handle your business. I'm gonna go." And so, Gamby, in combination of Gamby siphoning her powers and her going to her safe space, which the therapist lady is there, but you can clearly tell from like wind and everything going around that she's trying to have a session with Wendy. And she basically tells Jen, "You can't be here, you gotta go." And she gives her a short line of how to dampen her powers, release her powers in some way. And so Jen wakes up fine. We finally get to see the suit in its full glory, and oh my god, I think it might be the show's best. I especially like the splash of orange that you really couldn't see that it was orange in the preview because of the blue haze to the whole thing. You couldn't clearly tell that it was orange. And I really like that Jen has a pop of orange to her. Especially because in the comics, she doesn't really have a costume. She's just glowing orange and yellow. So the fact that she's got orange and yellow in her suit is awesome. But yeah, Jeff and Anissa show up. Anissa and Jen take Gamby back to the cave because he can't really go to a hospital. But luckily Anissa is a doctor, so she can help with the pain and stuff. So they take him back to the cave. Jeff finds the area and finds the place that Gamby has been with the pod kids and all. And right as he gets in there and he's looking at everything, Dr. Chase shows up and is about to shoot Jeff in the back of the head. But because he called her earlier, Lynn shows up, beats the crap out of Dr. Chase in a one-on-one brawl. Where Jeff is just like, I'm not getting part of this. And Chase gives herself up, but she says that she will only give herself up to the police, and she wants police protection, doesn't want to go to the ASA because of Odell, who we know is an a-hole. And so they take her in, and she tells them about the Masters of Disaster. Meanwhile, while they're talking, Tobias has a plan for the city. He wants to start a riot. Has like a smoke screen for him to get the power off in the city so that he can drain Black Lightning of his power. Kill him, finally. So the riot is going on. Anissa wants to help, and the girls are actually talking about the riot, and in true Black Lightning fashion, they're not just damning the rioters. They're talking about the positives and negatives of a riot like this, of standing up against what you believe is not right, because the incident that they're standing up against is the fact that the cops who shot Cape Guy last episode are going away free. So, and the people think that that's not right, so they have to stand up for what they believe in. And it's not that they're damning, it's the rioters who are like stealing TVs that they're going against. So, anywho, as they're talking about this, Anissa makes an offhand joke. She talks about Gamby and how tough he is. And she says, I wouldn't be surprised if he was Batman. Confirmation Batman exists in this world. I wonder if he worked with Jeff pre-Jeff's retirement. Because that would be interesting. Especially because in the comic books, Jeff and Bruce worked together on the team, the Outsiders, in the comics. So, cool. But anyway, back to the plot, because a lot of things happen. Gamby wakes up, and while Jeff is trying to oversee things, look for the Masters of Disaster, the town has the blackout. And Jeff starts losing power. Gamby's like, screw it, I gotta go. I gotta do things. And Jen talks him into taking her with him. So Jeff is trying to fight off the Masters of Disaster, but he's losing power. Anissa helps him, but then the two other ones come, and so it's the four Masters of Disaster against Jen, a hero who's only been working for like a year or two, and Jeff, a guy who's running out of juice fast. Like, he's trying to go invisible and it's not working. He's trying to do this and it's not working because he's running out of juice. So, cut to Jen and Gamby, and through Gamby's instructions, Jen restarts the generator for the city, which gets the power back up, which boosts Black Lightning, and together first of all, Black Lightning is about to be killed by Heat Stroke, I believe that's his name, the Heat guy of Masters of Disaster, and Lala shows up, bam bam, shoots the dude dead, and is like, I have no issue with you, we've had our problems in the past, but I have no issue with you, I'm gonna go kill Tobias. And before he can say anything else, Lala's like, your partner, she needs help. Your partner looks like she's dying. So Jeff's like, shit, my daughter. And Lala just walks off. And I'll go ahead and say it. Lala confronts Tobias. He shoots him in the chest, but of course his suit is bulletproof, like Wilson Fisk. Because Tobias is basically DC Kingpin. But anyway, Tobias then says the Latin phrase and stops Lala in his tracks, and all of the people that he's killed now, their tattoos all start showing up at once. Like, all at once. And name drop, finally, Tattoo Man. It's officially confirmed Lala is Tattoo Man. I cannot wait to see how they fully develop him next season. And if there'll be any other more familiar faces that we know of showing up as, like, spirits that help him, and to see how he fully goes into his powers now that he's probably got full control, now that he's got all of his tattoos. That'll be interesting to see. And, Tobias is about to, like, put him in a concrete grave so that when he comes back, he won't be easy to be resurrected and all that. But before he can, Jin shows up, because meanwhile, while this has been going on, Gambi and Jin have been riding back, and Jin surmises in her head, if I float in my sleep, then that means that I can probably fly when I'm awake. And she goes full on lightning from the comics. Her whole body is covered in it. The lightning. And she flies and meets up with Tobias. She goes to try to kill Tobias. Jeff comes in and is siphoning the power off of her, but it's hurting him. And so Jen stops it. And I love it. Tobias is like, I'm gonna kill you. He grabs his gun. He grabs Lala's gun and goes to shoot him, and it goes click. And they just both look at him, father and daughter, and go, please. And together bring him up and go. Which, by the way, this episode had multiple father-daughter combo moves, and I freaking love it when this show does that, because they do it so good. So, anyway, Jeff and Tobias go one-on-one. Jeff beats the crap out of him, but doesn't kill him. We get flashed to his dad from last season, so he doesn't kill him. But instead, I think it's ASA take him in to this special meta-human jail where he doesn't have any rights or anything. So Tobias is in jail, and I surmise maybe he'll be gone for a season. Because we find out what the true threat is for next season. The family is having a family dinner together, and they're even going full on Black Lightning and talking about how they're happy that they're all together and that they're safe, but also with the fact that they realize that not everyone can have this, and not everyone does have this life. Going full on like Black Lightning. And then Odell shows up, and he's like, yeah, I know you're Black Lightning, Thunder, and whatever you're calling yourself, little lady. And he's like, I need you guys, I'm enlisting you guys. ASA, we're gonna need you because there's a Markovian war coming. Because they are gonna find out about you guys, and about the fact that I totally skipped over it, but Tobias woke up the pod kids. So the pod kids are awake, except for 3, but I'll get into that in a second because I want to finish what I'm saying. Because Odell tells them that the Markovians are going to want to come and get them, and they have the world's biggest stockpile of metahumans, which could maybe include a prince and princess, maybe. Comic fans will know what I'm saying. Also, Young Justice fans will know what I'm saying. But anyway, so that's the big cliffhanger. Oh my god. And then the other cliffhanger, oh shit, was the fact that we find out that Odell has secretly 3 pod kids of his own in secret. And they are Wendy, a random kid, a random black kid with a fro. And I'm not just saying all this. I'm saying this for a reason. Because he looks like, and I'm hoping that he is, Static from Static Shock and Young Justice. And then the third pod kid that he has is fucking Khalil. I'm sorry for cussing, but Khalil is alive. What the You really got me there, show, with that twist, but I can't go on for any longer because I've been going on for too long as is. Thank you guys for watching. Next time you'll see me will be for Roswell. But anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. That's it for now. Till next time and beyond. I'm too hyped up to come up with a last joke thing. Ah!